Hi.
Hi. How's Lottie? What were the two of you yapping about?
Not really yapping. We were both just kind of. I was snacking. I'm not gonna lie. I was snacking.
Honestly, perfect snacking hours.
Because I was up before storm.
Mm.
Kind of yap with Luna. Apparently, she's dating Samantha Sanders now.
Oh, so fun.
Yeah, it went from they were just talking to they're together and they've already said I love you. I'm like,
Oh my god.
so you're just one step away from the U-Haul. Got it.
No, they're basically on their way to rent the U-Haul. Like they're in motion.
Yeah, they are halfway. They are halfway there. One of them's already called the company to make the rental.
Oh my god. Well, how do you feel about that?
Considering the fact that I almost killed Sam, and by Sam's account,
Yeah.
I killed a version of her.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I guess almost dying changes a person.
Is she better or worse?
She said she's better than she was, so
So you did her a favor.
I guess so.
She probably owes you some money.
Can I have
Or
financial
something.
compensation for changing your life?
Yeah. For making you a better version of yourself. Your words.
You're welcome. Did I leave you to die in the pouring rain at an abandoned ranger station? Yes, I did. Would I do it again? Absolutely, I would. Didn't get caught for that, by the way. Also, have not gotten caught for the other murder that I've done.
Cops are fucking stupid. We never get caught for jack shit anything.
So, statistically, I have a pretty good success rate on getting away with murder and near murder.
Yeah, yeah. It's okay. It could be better. It could definitely be better.
It could be better. Yeah, we were just talking about how I guess Luna is like, I really only have a few people and all that. I'm like, well, it's better to have a few good people than 100 people that you can't really rely on.
Yeah. I mean, that's like how it's always been for us, you know? I feel like I've always had just like a few people that I can really trust and count on. And then everybody else just kind of sucks or dies or betrays you.
Like I told her, like, she has Etta, she has me, she has, shoot, there was someone else, I just can't remember off the top of my head, and I go really bad. The thing with Etta is she's married to a cop, and there's some things that Luna can't say, and can't talk to her about.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's always so nice up here.
You can almost see the other shore.
If it wasn't so...
You can see it down there,
You
but like
can.
towards Chumash,
I think if it wasn't so hazy, you would be able to see it.
yeah. Talk to Wade.
Okay. What'd you talk about?
Leaving town.
Like on a trip?
No, like leaving. Going to Washington.
Like permanently? What, what does that look like?
In my perfect world, in my absolutely perfect world, you and me and Dorian and Wade and Alice would go to Washington. You and me and Wade and Dorian would join up with the charter there. You know, I would just be a patch member. You'd still be my old lady. And anyone else that wanted to come with us could. If they didn't want to, then they could stay here as nomads. And if they can't see themselves in Washington and can't see themselves here without, you know, the Raiders as the active charter, then they can, you know, take the blood out. And probably sell some of the houses and transfer everything to whoever wanted to stay. Probably Big Ouch and maybe Matt's.
And they'd probably still need mats.
Yeah.
If people chose the blood out, right?
Mhm.
Would we have to treat them like everyone else that's been blooded out? Like, given the circumstance, like if like came back to town to see people and stuff.
I guess it would depend on their reasons. I mean, you know, Wade always treats anybody not in the club like they're dead. I've never carried any love for a person who was blooded out, but I just don't know. I think it really just it depends on if I can understand or respect their reasoning or not. But I'm also not you, so
Yeah, I think that's my one thing is like I can't see myself like if someone that is presently in the club was like I can't see myself being a nomad, but I don't want to leave San Andreas, right?
yeah.
I can't see myself feeling the way towards them that I do towards like a Marty or a Dax, you know?
Yeah.
Because you know, like where you go, I go. Like there's never any question there. I'm gonna be honest. The only thing that's kept me here as long as I've been here has been you and the club and Alice. When I came back, my intention was to be gone in 6 months. I was just coming back to get EMS back up and running, you know?
Yeah.
But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't tired. Like, because the only thing I've ever seen this city do is take and take and take.
I really felt like I don't know, right before the prospects came into the club, like I felt like I had the energy to like keep it up. And I was like, we'll just get them in here and then we'll have more people. And me and Dorian were working so hard during the day and like we were around late and then it's just like I had a week that I wanted to be here, but I just couldn't be here. And it just killed my momentum. And then 1 week became 2 weeks, and then 2 weeks became 4 weeks. And now I just feel like, can I really like muster that up inside myself again? Can I really do it again? And like every single time before, I've just been like, fuck yeah, of course I can. I'm pulling on this, like, this deep well of just like, I guess, like passionate drive, like out of spite. Like, I don't want to give up. But like when I'm getting out of bed and thinking about the club and like what needs to be done and like what it's going to cost me to make sure that it gets done, I feel like I'm just like running dry.
I mean, I think there comes a point where you have to say enough is enough. And I think everyone's been feeling it, whether they admit it or not.
The city's just so brutal.
It's like I said,
That's
it just takes and it takes. It doesn't give, it takes.
I had so many like visions, like ideas about like what we could be. And I feel like anytime we even got kind of close, like something new like came in to just knock us down again. Like I wanted a community in Chumash. Like I wanted people who lived there and like knew us and felt protected by us. I wanted I wanted to be like, you know, the it girl of MCs.
I think even if you didn't hit 100% of the goals that you had when you moved here, looking at what you accomplished, what the club's accomplished, I think it's still something to be pretty damn proud of. Even when the cards were stacked against the club. Still came out on the other side.
It's so hard to feel proud when it's like I mean, like what we have to like show for it, right? Is just like all in my head. And like I'm not saying it's not enough, like I got you know, Dorian and Riley and Lottie and you know, even all the people along the way. But it's still hard, like the part of me that's like, you know, wanted to see like an empire at the end. I'm just kind of looking around at a bunch of empty houses and like, it's tough. I hate feeling like I'm giving up or failing.
I don't think you're failing. I think this is choosing to walk on our terms from this place. Not letting this place dictate a disastrous end where everyone hates each other and distrusts each other and everything's on fire. The city doesn't get to write the ending. And in a lot of ways, it's not an ending, it's just a new chapter, you know? Some of us go to Washington, some stay here, and some, even if we hate it, might choose to say goodbye.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's our choice, not the city. It's not some other group coming in and we're just so tired and we say fuck it and throw in the towel. It's let's do this on our terms.
And holy shit, like, I really don't want to die here.
God, no.
The city is fucking horrible.
It's a terrible place to die. It's like I said, the only reason I've stayed here so long is it's you and the club and Allie. And to be honest, darling, I don't think Allie's gonna want to leave.
No, the city has some weird grip on her I'll never understand. It has since Shang.
It's not gonna be a conversation I look forward to.
She'll know where we are.
I know that Lottie's got her back.
Yeah. Yeah, Lottie won't go anywhere.
No,
She's
not
got
as
Snoopy.
I was gonna say not as long as Snoopy's here, and I don't think Snoopy has plans of going anywhere.
I wish I could have my bomb ready by Friday.
Yeah.
Probably better not to get a terrorist, warrant though.
Yeah, probably for the best. Would be an epic way to flee the city. But so what would the timeline be looking like for this?
Talk to everyone, a chapter on Friday. Spend, I don't know, a week getting houses sorted and reorganized and moving stuff out of Boob and Tit. Wade said that he'd want to move racks and computers and everything for Lottie into the big house. So probably getting rid of the guest room and bathroom and setting that up for them. And then I don't know, sometime next week.
There's so many conversations I'm gonna have to have. I say so many as if there's still a lot of people left from before. But there's Allie and Luna. Some other folks.
I'll miss parts of the city. I'll really miss Chumash and my work is. I understand, like, why so many people came back. When the city opened its gates again and but I just think like I'm not built like that maybe.
I think there were times where I regretted coming back.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's mostly early on where I was like, why did I come back? But I wouldn't change it. The good, the bad, the awful. It's the end of the day, it got me here, you know?
Yeah, me too. I don't think I'd change anything. I have like such strong memories of like so many things that happened. Like that I can like close my eyes and put myself back there like it just happened. And then like so much is completely hazy where I feel like I can't remember any any of the details. But like I have the feeling of, you know, highest highs and lowest lows. Like some of my absolute best favorite memories and some of the worst. I just think it's time to do something new. Go somewhere new, meet new people.
I think it'll be good.
Yeah, me too.
Do you think I'm gonna let you talk to Alice before I do? You've known her forever. So I think it'll, be best coming from you. I think I'm gonna give her the house.
Yeah.
With the stipulation that if she ever chooses to sell it, that Luna is the first call. Because I want to stay with the right people.
Yeah.
Because it was Kiki's house with Winston, and then Kiki gave it to me. And I can't see that house going to anyone that wasn't in some way, shape, or form connected to Winston or Kiki. AKA Hydra and Kanashiro can pry that house out of my cold dead hands. That's that's the real fact of the matter.
Deserved. Yeah. Eat 'em up.
I will come back to this city to ensure that they don't get their hands on that house.
Yeah.
Like, I'd keep it, but I also know what the legislation says, and I'm not gonna be back around this town often enough for that legislation not to
Yeah.
affect me,
Yeah, 100%. I gotta talk to Lottie.
It's gonna be a long couple days, huh?
It's gonna be
It's
it's
gonna be
gonna
a
be a
long
really
week.
long week.
Yeah, but I feel like the first couple days it's gonna be the hardest, and you have conversations with people.
Yeah, it just kind of feels like I'm admitting defeat over and over and over again.
timing's kind of funny because you know who was asking me about Chumash property the other day?
Ooh.
Finley Milton.
Oh, damn.
He wants to live on the beach. He's trying to get Vespucci property, but I don't think anyone's giving that up.
Yeah, maybe we'll talk to him. I don't know. I still got issues with him,
I know you do.
but I know that he really loved Rue and would want to be close. It would be weird to think about him living in my house.
Maybe he gets the other side.
Yeah, maybe he gets the other side.
The other side. And I don't know, as far as the houses go, we are gonna sell them off. It'd be nice to find some people that are been trying
Yeah,
to find property.
yeah, we really wanna sell them to Sibs if we can. I don't want just anybody moving in there. We're gonna make sure that we sell them to the right people.
Like, I know Finley criminal, but I don't think he'd be intending to use it for any
Yeah, no, I agree. I think he
gang
just want to live there.
stuff. He just wants a house on the beach. I want to talk about someone who doesn't know what to do with himself right now. It's that guy,
Yeah, yeah, I can imagine.
which I also know, like, it's not a shot in hell that Riley comes to Washington, not with Benny here.
Yeah,
Benny and Roman and Cece.
I'm glad that I don't have to worry about like. I haven't talked to Dorian, but I have no doubt in my mind that he'll go where I go. Because like, if I were Riley, like I don't think I could leave Dorian behind. You know.
The only reason, like, I know that I can leave Luna behind is because I know, one, Sam's gonna take care of her, and two, it's not the first time that she and I have been apart.
And we'll come back and visit. It's not like we won't come back.
Yeah, it's not permanent goodbye. It's just I'm not gonna be here every day.
Yeah, it's just we're converting all of our friendships to long distance friendships.
But you know, you call me or text me the day that you need me, and then first flight, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pull a Lincoln Page and deliver you to be murdered. I promise.
I was thinking that maybe that's something that we can do if we're in Washington full time. We'll have nothing but time on our hands to figure out where he went.
Yeah. You know, he texted me. God, how long ago? I left him on red. How long ago did this motherfucker text me? Oh, about a
Probably a
week
while.
ago. 2 weeks ago. He said the next time I see you, it's a bullet in your head, and he said you'd have to actually be able to find us. LOL.
Well, bitch, we're on our way. We'll stick weight on him. Wade was shockingly receptive to leaving. I think he's like just so. I think he's been burnt out for a long, long time.
I think he's been burned out since before you.
Yeah. Before I was in a coma?
Yeah,
Before Germany?
Before Germany, before coma.
Year and a half at least. He's been
At minimum, yeah.
If you want to talk to Alice, you can before I talk to her.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
she'll know that I want to talk to her, but I don't I don't want to hold that information from her, and I know that I need to talk to Lottie. So I figure I don't know. I'll talk to Alice, but I don't mind you talking to her.
Alright, I'll text her and see if she's around when we get back to Jumash.
Yeah, she's in the lemon list. Just please ask her not to spread that around. I don't want other random people knowing before the rest of the club knows.
Yeah, so guessing hold off on any other conversations until after chapter then.
Yeah.
Might let people know that I want to talk to them this weekend. Just so that
Yeah,
they're around.
that'll be smart.
I just keep thinking, it's like there's Luna, there's Allie, and Charlotte, and Charlie, and Joanna. A couple other people that I think I want to talk to. One of whom I sincerely hope just fucking leaves town, because there's nothing left here for him. His wife's gone. She basically was cheating on him for.
Mm.
Okay, I wouldn't say cheating on him. It was technically an open relationship, but it doesn't sound like he was happy about it.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's happy with his job, but that's just me.
Yeah. Yeah, people are weird. Sometimes we just keep doing things that hurt us, you know?
Yeah, I am well versed in that one.
Yeah, me too. I love you.
I love you too. And you know, it's scary in a lot of ways because we're kind of stepping into uncharted territory. At the same time, not because it's just a change of scenery.
Yeah. It'll be good. It'll be scary and it'll be hard and I'm gonna be super sad, but it'll be good.
Do you think we could talk Alice into coming up for the first week that we're there?
I would love to. I want her to come with us. Like I really think there's nothing for her here, but I know that she thinks that there is. Like I know that she has people, but I just think she'd be happier if she started over, you know?
Maybe one day she will.
Yeah, maybe one day she will.
But I don't know. Considering she called me today because Brandon was potentially going to need to store something somewhere.
Yeah.
I think Brandon is honestly one of the things that would keep her here.
Yeah, that makes sense. We can't make her go, but we can leave the door open for her to come and stay.
Yeah.
You should get back. I wanna snag Lottie before it gets too late.
Yeah, she'll probably have to go to bed at some point soon.
Yeah.
Alright.
So nice up here.
It is nice up here. I think there's views like this where we're gonna be in Washington.
100% better than this.
Probably better, yeah, but like where you can see city and beach from the top of a hill.
Yeah, absolutely.
I haven't extensively stayed in that part of Washington. Bundy's are on the complete opposite side of the state.
Beaches in Washington are not like the beaches here, though. That's the only bad thing. They're very rocky.
I hear the waves can kill you, so.
Oh yeah, no, it can get scary out there. But even like Seattle, I mean that's the beach and the city, and the whole thing's a hill. So
I think my parents will be happy to have me close by.
oh yeah, 100% they will.
I'm worried Allie's gonna feel like she's being abandoned.
It's tough. Like I really, I don't want to leave without her, but I think I just can't. In the same way that she can't force herself to go for us, like I can't force myself to stay for her.
I think that is the hard part.
It's like I want her to want what I want, you know? But just she has her whole life, and
I think for me it's like the want to be here and ensure that she's okay, because you know there's a lot of times where she's not okay and she's not going to say that she's not okay. But like also needing to choose to be happy.
ultimately, if we go and take care of ourselves and just take a fucking break, when we come back to visit, like we can be everything that she needs us to be, you know?
Yeah.
Because we won't be battling our own demons and trying to help her battle hers. Like we'll just, you know, we'll be able to tap in fresh and help her. And it won't be a thing where we can be here every day, but you can always call her and text her, and you know, I'll always fly you down. Like, I have my plane.
Yeah. If I catch even like a whiff that there's something wrong,
Yeah.
she's not hiding that easy. God. I think we're gonna have to yap a little bit before me and Allie talk. Oh boy. I'm definitely gonna have to. We're definitely gonna have to have a little yap. I'm gonna have to calm my voice down. Because I have a very distinct. Mel's been crying. I think I'm gonna compose myself before I text Sally.
It's gonna be okay.
I know.
Just take a second, okay? I gotta lock in.
Yep. I need to figure out where they're going before. Okay, they're going down to the beach. We'll go over to the hill. Yeah. Ooh. In some ways, this feels like, even though V is going to be back for visits, you know, in a lot of ways, it is like starting the process of saying goodbye, which is really tough. Because you spend, in my case, my 5-year anniversary of NoPixel is coming up in July. So I've been playing Veronica for just shy of 5 years. So in a lot of ways, it's like saying goodbye to a friend, right? As cliche and lame as that sounds. And, you know, it's hard. Uh, it's hard. And shelving V is something I've been sitting with for a while. Um, so when this conversation happened, I was so ready to shelve her. I think from the in-character perspective for Veronica, what's going to be hardest is leaving Alice behind. Presuming that Alice doesn't want to go, which I don't think she's going to. Because V made a promise to Mason that she would take care of Alice. And in some ways she feels like she's gonna be breaking that promise, but in the same breath, like, she made a promise that she would be happy. Like, she would try to be happy. And Veronica just absolutely has not been happy in San Andreas. I'd say for the better part of a year. Like, starting with, you know, the Mason cheating stuff, it was downhill from there, and then the exile and Mason dying. I think the nail in the coffin for Veronica really was Reina dying. I think if Reina hadn't died, it would be harder for Veronica to say, okay, let's go to Washington. And, you know, at a certain point too, she needs to stop holding on to promises that she made to someone who's dead. She needs to live for her and not for ghosts. And, you know, this is gonna be rough. Because she's like, is Alice going to feel like we're abandoning her? So Alice is immediately gonna know that V wants to talk to her about something. There are a few conversations Veronica is gonna have over the next week. Obviously, there's Alice, then Luna, Charlotte, Charlie, um, Luka Kovacic is one that she is alluding to. Flop. Flop is probably gonna be one of the last ones, and then there's a couple other conversations I'm debating on her having. I'm weighing if she would have those conversations, but those 6 conversations are 110% conversations that Veronica would have before leaving. Luna, obvious reasons, that's her kid. She doesn't want Luna to feel like she's being abandoned or left behind. Especially because Luna just came back, and Luna and V had a very heartfelt, heart-to-heart conversation before Storm. And it's gonna be interesting. Because Luna's probably gonna feel like V's walking away. You know, we're gonna find out here soon how Alice is gonna take it. Charlotte is also gonna be interesting. JoJo too. I was thinking earlier, I think for Veronica, one of the hardest things about living in San Andreas is living in the shadows of ghosts. Here to heck a bozo, but no being sad.
Bye.
Hey.
What's up?
I was just having a conversation with Lane.
Okay.
Come Friday, the club is disbanding the San Andreas chapter.
Oh shit.
She wants to go up to Washington.
To like join the Washington chapter?
Yeah. The
So
plan
it's-
is.
Sorry,
Wait,
go ahead.
I think the plan is to sell off the 2 houses, and then whoever stays, take the clubhouse.
Okay.
People can choose to go to Washington, they can go Nomad, or. Well, it's only one other way. You're out of the club, so.
Interesting.
Obviously, don't say anything to anyone. Not that I think you would. But,
Of course.
I'm going with her. And don't know. I worry about you. And it's not just because I promised Mason that I'd look after you and, like, be here for you. It's like, your brother aside, like, you are family to me. Like, you are my family.
Yeah.
But I also have not been happy here for so long.
Oh, I definitely want you to do the thing that makes you happy, V.
And it's not like I'm not gonna come visit.
No, I know.
And I don't think Lottie's going anywhere. I can't be sure. She's talking to Lane right now, but I don't think Snoopy has any interest in leaving San Andreas right now. And Lottie goes where Snoopy goes and vice versa, so.
So I imagine she probably goes nomad and keeps the house. Or the clubhouse.
That would be my guess.
And then maybe makes it a little safe space for the prospects.
It's not an easy thing. And I would really love for you to come with us, but I also know that you have a lot of shit here.
I don't know that I have a lot of shit here, but I definitely have more shit here than I have in Washington.
Well, you've got Brandon and whatever nonsense he drags you into, and Hayden, and your, what are they, the Fudge Boys? Is that what they are?
Technically they're Cypress.
Cypress, but you call them the Fudge Boys a lot.
Yeah, because it's like the Fudge Boys and the Saints make up Cypress, and I feel like it's important to differentiate. Because honestly, fuck the Saints.
On God.
I don't really have interest in starting over again somewhere. I love you and you are my family. You've been there with me through an incredible amount of shit that you haven't asked me about and you've just helped me through. And that means the world to me.
Like there's
The Raiders have not been my family for a very long time.
I know. And I think that's what makes this hard to grasp, is it's like, I know that if I stay here, the city's just gonna kill me eventually. The fact that it hasn't already is honestly a miracle in and of itself.
Yeah. I get that.
I don't know, I don't like the idea of leaving you behind, because I don't want you to feel like we're abandoning you, because we're not.
I don't think you're abandoning me. I mean, it's gonna be really hard. But I don't think you're abandoning me.
I feel like.
And
Go ahead.
just at some point this was probably gonna happen, right? I wasn't always gonna follow the club around where it was gonna go.
I think I feel like I'm on the edge of two promises that were once hand in hand and now they're in direct conflict with each other, you know?
Mhm.
So there's promise that I would be here for you, and that's not changing. It's just I'm not physically going to be here. And the promise to be happy and not stay stuck in the past. I think the final nail in the coffin for me ever being able to be happy here again was Reina.
Yeah, I get that. When you lose most of your ties to a place and it becomes more about the things you've lost than the things you have, it's really difficult to keep walking out the front door.
At some point, you have to stop living in the shadows of the ghost. And I think this is that point for me. Because I don't think there's a part of this city that isn't tinged with loss for me. Chumash, Polito, and Sandy, and the court center. Great Ocean Gas, and Wesley's Watch, and Burger Shop parking lot. Doesn't have to be tonight, but I do want to put the house in your name.
Okay.
Because I don't want to risk either of us losing that house.
No, and I won't let anything happen to it.
I know if it stays in my name, the risk of losing it to that stupid legislation increases astronomically.
Mhm. Yeah.
My only stipulation is if there ever comes a day that you decide that you've had enough of this place, that you give it to Luna.
I don't think that I'm gonna leave.
I don't think you will either, but just in case.
Mm.
'Cause
Assuming you want Luna to stay there.
if you want, it's up to you. I'm not gonna make you.
I don't really know her, but I don't want to kick your family out. I
mostly gave her the key so she had somewhere safe to go if she needed it.
I don't know how. I don't want other people.
She'll understand.
Yeah. I don't want people in my space.
She'll understand. It's just my only stipulation is if the day ever comes that you
Okay. give it to her so it stays in the family.
So it stays in the family.
You got it.
I said to Lane, like hell I will ever let Kanashiro or Hydra have their grubby little hands on that house.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's dating Kanashiro too.
She's dating Sam Sanders. I have my opinions on that, but
Yeah, that's specifically who I don't want in the house.
yeah. Unfortunately, she probably would bring her into the house.
Yeah, I don't think I could wake up every day to Samantha Sanders' loud mouth from the
No.
kitchen.
No, I wouldn't be able to either. And honestly, I think I'll probably try to visit like at least once a month. Probably for a week and then go back up. And whether or not I leave the house depends, but you know, be here, bake you a month's worth of baked goods.
Freeze
You'll
them until
probably
you come back.
get a bunch in the mail too. Emotionally, I'm not going anywhere, even if physically I'm not here. And if I catch even a whiff that you're not okay, Lane is flying me down. We will land on the front lawn. Don't think that we won't. Anywhere is a landing zone if you try hard enough.
I miss you a lot.
I miss you. Like, it's not. This is probably the hardest thing that I've done in a long time.
You are definitely the best thing Mason ever did for me.
God, I both love and hate his dumbass. I think I finally reached a point where I can acknowledge that we loved each other, but it was not a healthy thing at all.
Yeah.
I miss him. I do.
Yeah. I miss him too.
It circles back to those promises, right? So that at some point, I gotta stop living my life according to promises I made to someone who's not here anymore.
I agree. I think he'd want you to be happy anyway. I don't think any part of him would have expected you to just stay here to take care of me. Not when there's so many other reasons. But it's best if you just go.
It's not gonna make it easier. Lane said it's probably gonna be a week between chapter and leaving, because there's a lot of things to settle and conversations to have. And
Mm-hmm.
I think the only conversation that's gonna be as rough as this one is gonna be Luna.
Yeah.
I think anyone else I talk to is just gonna say, you know, wish you the best, take care of yourself. I'm gonna try to convince Luka Kovacic to quit being a marshal and go back to being a DJ in Europe or something. Because I'm so mad that he came back to San Andreas just to become a marshal. And I think I want to talk to Flop before I go.
Yeah, I think you should.
And Etta. Fuck, I'm gonna have to talk to Etta too. Oh, God. Scratch that. I think she's gonna be worse than Luna.
Yeah. It's probably true.
Etta's a crier.
This is probably the first time I've cried since Winston died.
I'm sorry to be the one to make you cry.
It's okay. I was starting to think I didn't know how anymore, so there's that. I know it's off topic, but he's stuck.
What do you mean he's stuck?
And he saw him, he's still there. He said he's just like this empty husk. He doesn't see anything, he doesn't say anything. He's just stuck. I don't know how to help him. He's been there for like a year and a half, V.
I don't know how you start to help someone move on.
I don't know if I can. But it is a special kind of torture knowing that he's just there.
Is there something unresolved?
I don't know. And he couldn't get him to speak, so I don't. Have you talked to Benny?
He, said he talked to Raina.
Yeah. And I didn't know if he had spoken to you yet. I was gonna make sure you spoke with him before you left.
Yeah. I didn't really react too well to that. He tried to put a positive spin on it, but
I mean, from what I can tell, most people are there for a little while. Just to come to terms with things. But they're not usually there as long as Winston was, or is.
which begs the question of what isn't he coming to terms with?
I don't know. Is it Kiki?
Swear to God, if it's Kiki, I will drag her down from Washington
But there's-
myself.
What should she even do for him is the thing.
tell him that she's okay? If she is okay, I have to
He,
figure that out.
but he can't hear her. That's the thing. He's completely trapped on the other side. Things aren't the way that they used to be. Norman's gone.
Can anything get through?
Only people that are close to death, like Benny. Everything is the way that it's meant to be. Which means things are only going by the natural order.
Which means there's no just slipping in and out.
Which is what makes it hard. Like, even if I had an idea of what to do, I don't know how. I know that there's no sense in having survivors killed. I know people close to him blamed me, but I know it's a lot deeper than that, and I can't afford to blame myself for it, but it does hurt to know.
You can place that choice in front of him 1,000,000 times and he'll still choose it 1,000,001.
I know. But he saved me, and I feel like I should be able to save him, and I can't figure it out.
You have a really good time for there to be some kind of guidebook or something. I don't think a Ouija board would work, do you? I'm not trying to make light, I'm actually being dead serious here.
I don't know. If he can't speak, he probably can't read. Or it would just be some kind of unintelligible British slop. I don't know. I feel like I could probably ask the good doctor, but then he'll just tell me in a riddle.
And you gotta figure out what he means.
Yeah, he really gives you what you need to do. I don't know. I feel like the answer from TJ or Pestilence or any of them is just gonna be his soul is on a journey and he needs to figure it out. It doesn't much matter to them whether or not he rests peacefully. Empathy is kind of a human curse.
Yeah. I wish I had an answer.
I thought I should tell you before I go because I don't know who else to speak with.
No. Just don't do anything stupid while I'm gone. Dear God, please don't do anything stupid because I'm not gonna be there to walk in and see your muddy footprints going down the stairs and find you shivering in your bed.
I'll get Raiden a key. So at least if something goes wrong, he can come.
Okay, he better call me or text me or both. Send a carrier pigeon.
He's a good friend, honestly. I'm sure he'll make sure I don't curl up and hide in my bed for weeks.
Yeah.
But I'm not planning to do anything stupid.
That's the thing about doing stupid things is sometimes you don't even plan to do them. It's just they happen.
Yeah, that is how it normally goes for me. I didn't mean to derail this
No,
whole
you're
conversation.
Fine. You're
I just
fine.
start running out of time to talk to you about things now. I probably would have waited weeks and sat with that forever.
And I'm gonna keep reminding you. I'm a text and a phone call away. If you need to yap to me on the phone, send me a text and I will find time to call you. As long as the Bundys aren't dragging me on some weird family thing because, oh God, I'm gonna be in the same state as the majority of my family. I don't think I'm ready for that one. You've never been around my family. But when you put all the God damn it, I have to add Lizzie to the list of people to talk to.
Oh, yeah.
She's gonna want to do crime with me before I go. I can feel it in my bones.
Yeah, probably.
It's like I said. I'll be here first flight, Lane finds out. She'll be on her plane, probably landing in the front yard.
Yeah. I'm gonna go home and crawl in my bed.
Okay.
I love you.
Love
Let
you
me know
too.
once you guys figure it out when you're leaving, and we'll make sure we get the house done.
Yeah. We gotta spend at least a day, if not more, together before I go. I will make a point to be around.
Okay. We can plan something.
Yeah. Doesn't even have to be crime. 'Cause I don't really feel like going to prison.
I'm pretty burnt out on it, I'm gonna be so honest.
I think. I don't know if everyone in the club's gonna know before Friday. But I think it probably depends on if Lane gets to talk to them before.
I swear I just saw this guy pull up. I thought I just saw you here. Oh, there's another random white car that pulled up and stared at us then. That's cool. Can you come grab me?
Oh, Allie.
Alright, I'll see you when you get here. Yeah. Okay. Right. There's definitely another white car that pulled up, and it wasn't a local because I saw it like U-turning back in for a second, so that's suspicious as fuck.
I'm probably gonna check on Lottie before I turn in for the night.
Yeah. I saw her down on the beach, but I don't know who she's with.
Probably Sponge, because he was, yep.
Okay. I'm sure she's probably not taking it very well.
No, I can't imagine. I don't know, I'm worried about decisions people are gonna make.
Yeah.
But if there's one thing I'm grateful for, it's that it's on the club's terms. It's not an implosion. It's not some city bullshit. It's a choice.
Yeah. I mean, I guess at least there's multiple choices.
As long as we don't go out like ADMC did, I'm good. Oh god, the car is smoking.
Okay, I love you. I'll
Love
talk
you
to you
too.
in or
How you doing?
You know,
Yeah, I know.
just had a long chat with Allie.
Yeah.
First of many long conversations I'm gonna be having.
Yeah.
Ugh. Can I steal you for a minute?
Of course you can. Where are we going?
We'll just go down where you came from. I just don't feel like walking all the way back over the hill.
You're fine.
Oh god. Does Sponge know?
He does. I was allowed to tell him.
Gotcha. Yeah, Lane gave me the go ahead to talk to Allie. That was hard.
No, I bet.
Because, you know, part of me feels, you know,
Yeah.
I've taken care of her for so long and been here, and now I feel like both me and Lane not being here. What are you gonna do?
I'm staying.
Nomad?
I'm going nomad.
Okay.
There's nowhere else I would rather be. I have Snoopy and I have Sponge and
Sponge staying.
yeah, he is.
Okay.
He said out of the 3 options, going nomad is the only viable choice. Because fuck Washington and ain't no way he's copping a bullet.
I feel like Sarko will follow, which really leaves Riley as a question mark.
Yeah. Riley's always been a big question mark, hasn't she?
Yeah. Yeah, she really has been. I did ask Lane when we talked, you know, what if someone does end up choosing that, you know? 'Cause I don't know where any of your heads are at, you know, at that point in time.
Yeah.
Me personally, I can't see myself treating them any different because this isn't like a typical situation.
No.
But I really hope no one chooses that option selfishly.
I mean, if they choose that, they obviously have a reason for it, but
Yeah.
I think it would have been brought up before now.
So I guess we'll wait and see and find out
Yeah.
where everyone sits. Lane's pretty confident Dorian will come up to Washington.
Of course.
I told Allie.
She said, her, Wade, you and Dorian.
You know I'm gonna go where she goes.
Yeah.
But I told Allie this. I'm gonna try to visit once a month. But it's for a few days or a week. Sometimes it might be I come for a visit and, you know, I'm just at the house.
I said to Lane that you guys are always going to have a home here. And if you ever need to talk, I'm only a phone call away.
I have a list of people I'm gonna have to talk to after chapter,
Yeah.
starting with Luna. And
Yeah, hey, welcome back to the city. I'm leaving.
also, you're losing keys to the house.
Are you getting it to Ali?
Yeah. Also, can you speak up a little bit? You're really quiet.
I'm sure I'm moved away from my brain because I'm thinking about chips and a burger.
You're fine. It's just I was having a hard time hearing you, bud.
Sorry, my bad.
But I told Allie if there ever comes a day that she leaves the city to give the house to Luna. Keep
Okay.
it in the family. Speaking of Luna, though, she and I had a conversation earlier. Talking about her and Sam. But also, like, what happens if something...
Sanders?
Yeah, they're dating.
Ew.
Yeah, and she's like, well, if something happens with me and Sam, I don't really have anybody.
If Sam does anything to her, I'm gonna hit Sam's knees. You got me. You just let me know.
And if you could watch out for her for me, I'm not going to make you promise to do anything. Just keep an eye on her.
Aunt Lottie coming in with a hammer. I'll be doing it. You know.
I worry about her.
Yeah, that's valid.
Like, I feel bad that she's finally come back to the city and moving away, but it's like I said to Allie, like, at some point I have to choose to be happy. And the only thing that was really keeping me here is Lane, the club, and Alice.
And the club is closing and Lane is moving and
Alice is staying
Allie's
here.
staying.
And I'm not gonna not go with Lane. That'd be crazy. She goes, I go. Package deal.
And as I said, you guys always have a home here. You always have a place to stay. Yeah.
And as much as I promised Mason that I would look after Allie and take care of her, I also have to take care of me.
You do.
And like the other
You don't
thing
have
I
to worry about
promised him
Allie.
was that I'd try to be happy. And that I'd try with Lane, and those two things are now in conflict with each other to some degree, but I don't think he'd want me to stay here just for Alice. And it's not like I'm gone forever and saying, fuck you. It's...
Exactly. I think in this instance, what's going to be best for you is for you to be selfish. To follow your heart.
I don't think I've ever done that way. I've done a lot of
Maybe
selfish.
you should.
I've done a lot of selfish things in regards to being reckless and not taking care of myself. I don't know the last time I was selfish to take care of myself.
First time for everything, hon.
And I'm gonna be in the same state as my family. For better or worse, I'm gonna have to work things out with my unresolved feelings towards Kiki and the resentment that built up there that I don't think she knows about.
I don't think she knows about it either.
I didn't figure it out until I started going to therapy, and honestly, I didn't figure it out until I started talking about things with Mason. So, you know, that resentment built up after she was gone. So, you know, probably gonna have to find a new therapist in Washington to make sure I don't fly off the handle
Please
at my
find a
sister.
good one. Please find a fucking good one.
You mean not a serial killer like my first therapist was after we came back? Bundy still doesn't know that the guy who tried to kill him was my therapist.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Hey, Mom and Dad. Oh, God. Oh, God, Lane's gonna meet my parents. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. This is so God. Wade already knows them, so, like, it's not the end of the
Yeah.
world, but, like...
This is true. We have some time yet
At least
before
a
you
week.
guys all leave. At least.
I told Lane that Finn Milton was actually asking about Chumash property a few days ago.
Oh, okay.
God damn it, I have to add Finn to my list.
Jeez.
I'll never hear the end of it if I leave and don't say goodbye to him.
I mean, it would be kind of funny though.
It would be funny. You know, I remember when the running joke was I'd sleep with him when he was no longer my trainee.
True.
And then I started dating Mason, so he never had a chance.
He's always gonna miss his chance.
Yeah, he's like Easton Staymates in that regard, except Finn didn't have unresolved romantic feelings towards me. He just wanted to sleep with me.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to tell Irish McIrish I'm leaving too. The list just keeps going on.
Just twat out, peace out, homeboys, and fuck off. Turn your phone off, take out your card, put it down, and walk away.
You know, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I'm a sentimental bitch.
True.
I think too, we're gonna have to move like all the servers and stuff into the clubhouse and the satellite. and
Yeah.
Honestly,
Lane
that
said
office
that
is just gonna
she's-
become a mess.
Yeah, Lane said that she's going to redo parts of the clubhouse. There's going to be more beds for when people stay. More beds and mats as well. I've got no idea who's going to take ownership of it, but sounds better.
I mean, as long as you have mats in the clubhouse, you're set.
Yeah.
And,
I told Lane that we have to at least attempt the art asylum before you all fuck off.
yes. So help me. If we don't attempt the art asylum before we leave, I'm gonna cry.
I'm going to crash out. I'm legit. I'll crash out.
Look, dude. You want to do a big job? Give me a heads up, and I will have Lane fly me down here just to do a job.
I also told Lane if you guys don't come back in style and land the plane on the beach, I'm going to be thoroughly disappointed.
Well, I told Allie, if I catch a whiff of her not being okay, I will have Lane fly me back here, and we will land on the front lawn of the house. I also told her Kanashiro and Hydra can have that house out of my cold, dead hands.
Valid.
AKA, they are never getting that fucking house because I'm never gonna die, bitch.
Exactly.
I don't know, it felt apt to say that right now. I don't know why. I feel like I was channeling something there. Ugh.
Deep down.
God, the Veronica Calaway memory tour is gonna hit hard. As you know, my ass is gonna take a day, just ride around
Yeah.
and cry like a little bitch.
You let me know when you do it so I can be here with a box of tissues and some food
Yeah.
and a blanket for you afterwards.
I was telling Allie, right? There's not a place on this island that's not touched by grief for me.
Yeah.
Be it Chumash, and that predates the club. That goes all the way back to Logan. Because I sold Logan my house. And I remember there was a day that I went there and there was blood all over the foyer and Logan was nowhere to be found. I think that house was the first safe place they really had. And then obviously like the hills by the court center and Polito and Sandy and all these other places are just anywhere the light touches I've grieved.
Yeah.
Great Ocean Highway gas station where Lashandra somehow blew up a gas pump and died. The Lucky Plucker, no, was it the Lucky Plucker or the Ring of Fire parking lot where Han Velsing died? After I made a joke about how quiet it was, the quarry where Merrick McFly died, the rooftop of the hospital where I stood listening to the chase. It was Wade and Asher, I think, being chased. No. Taryn? I don't know. I know Wade was being chased.
Shit, I'm not. Oh,
It
geez,
was
fucking Taryn.
because
Throwback. Holy
they
fuck.
kidnapped Rosabelle. Because Edgar killed Merrick. At the same time, Han Velsing was bleeding out in a parking lot. And I learned over radio that Merrick's dead, and the funny story is Merrick and I have been flirting for about a week or two. Because I was in my self-destructive girly era, and I knew that it was gonna hurt Kiki if I got with Merrick. Because Merrick had tried to kill Kiki. And
Yeah, there's some deep down sentiment in there.
yeah, there's some deep cuts that I'm pulling right now.
Yeah.
The burger shop parking lot where I tried in vain to save not Walter Christmas, Jesus Christ, Wesley Arnold.
Jesus.
W names, man. But Wesley Arnold, my first actual DOA, because I don't count the block that was killed in the McDonald Street fire station.
Oh,
Later I learned he was killed by Dante Thomas.
God.
Storm Payton, who had
My daughter.
such a fire and went out in just
Stubborn fucker.
the most normal way a person
I
can go out.
remember.
Maybe
She and I actually had a fight, and we weren't really talking to each other. And when the call came through saying that it was Storm, I looked at Jeremy and said, I can't take his call. And Jeremy took the call, and he did the surgery, and she didn't make it.
I just remember there was glass and I couldn't do CPR because there was glass.
Yeah, I did embedded in her heart through her chest.
That one stuck with me for a while.
Yeah, it still does.
Rose Rhodes, who I wasn't the medic, but I was nearby.
I forgot about Rose.
The Lost from Sanguine. Yeah, one of them was Lucy Snow? It was one of the Snows. And Bobby Boulderman. Having to come back and tell Harvey that Bobby was gone. It's never ending.
This little island fucks you up, doesn't it?
That's what I said to Lane, is this island just takes and it takes and it takes, it very rarely gives.
Mm-hmm.
And what it gives, it so cruelly takes away from you eventually. Maybe that's a morbid way of looking at it, but...
A little bit. But I'm gonna say something. This island gave me you guys. It gave me this club. It gave me a family that I'm always going to have.
That's the silver
For as long as I'm wearing this cut, I'm gonna be a part of the family. Yeah, it is, but I probably would have left long ago if it wasn't for you guys. I wouldn't have found Sponge. I wouldn't have found my brother. I wouldn't have met Snoopy. God, you guys need to come back for the wedding. I swear to fuck.
Well, yeah, you gotta tell us when it is and we'll be here.
Yeah, we gotta plan it, okay? Right. Okay, we left it in Violet and Riley's hands, alright? That was
that was a mistake. Like, that's what I said to Lane too, is my original intention was to leave this place 6 months after the borders reopened.
Yeah.
And then Mason happened.
Yeah, Mason happened.
I think the only thing I would change is him dying. I could do without that part.
Yeah.
I'm
I
happy
think we
to be
could
with
have gone
Lane.
without a lot of people dying.
Saying I'm happy to be with Lane. I would not change that for anything. I think by any measure, my relationship with Lane is so much healthier than any relationship I've been in. But I would like to have my best friend.
Yeah.
And I'd also like to have my sister, because there's the whole matter of if Mason didn't die, my sister would still be alive, but... You know. Cause and effect, and... I've come to terms with, you know, the fact that he had a lot of things stacked against him for the longest time, and all it took was one little thing to make the tower fall over, or whatever the fuck.
He was building a very rickety house of cards, and it's that last one that made it all collapse.
Honestly. I think about what this club would be like today if things had played out differently and we had never had to blood anyone out, and I don't think some people ever would have found their way here without certain chains
I
of
probably
events.
wouldn't have.
So it's hard to think, like, you know,
Us all still being here.
and, you know how Lane feels right now. But
Yeah, she's broken.
I don't think it's a failure.
That's exactly what I said.
Don't think going out on our terms is a failure. I think it's acknowledging that
We had the odds stacked against us, and we're lucky that we've lasted as long as we did.
yeah, and we've always come out on the other side, and it's kind of like when you're up in Vegas, right? You gotta know when to fold them, because if you don't fold them when the signs are there that you should, you end up like ADMC and fucking shooting
everyone.
each other and blowing each other up on a pier and
I mean, we still technically need to blow up Wade so he can get his arm.
yeah.
So we are kind of technically.
Good. Okay, but what if we take the Wade and we attach it to a cop's arm instead?
Ooh. Hemsworth?
I was gonna say. Or if we do it to no, we can't do it to an EMS. We picked on them too much.
I mean, we could. I was saying, can we do it to Flynn and take his other arm? But that would just
No,
be too
that'd
much.
be too much. Honestly, I'm gonna say something so brave and controversial here. I'm glad it seems like he's found his place. I
Yeah.
despise that it's as a cop. With every fiber of my being. But I'm glad he's found a place and that he's found a place outside of Vivi's influence.
Fucking amen to that.
Because I genuinely think, with my whole heart, that the reason things went the way they did with Flynn is whatever the fuck Vivi was saying to him.
Oh, 100%.
And I miss the fuck out of that kid. So,
I can remember when I first started seeing James and I was just being introduced to him. And we were around and we were doing a job and we ended up at the hospital. And Flynn walks down and stares at the side of the car where I was, looks at the window and goes, "Do you hate me?" I don't know you, kid. He goes, "Okay. I feel like you hate me." I don't know you. Not long after that, chopped up his own fucking arm, held the gun to James's head, got fucking
honestly,
blotted out.
if I could ever ask him a single question in my life, in just
What
one
the
more
fuck were you
conversation,
thinking?
what were you thinking cutting off your own goddamn arm instead of fucking talking to one of us, kid?
What was going through your ever-loving fucking mind?
But I am, even if I hate that it's as a cop, I'm genuinely happy it seems like he's found a place.
I think we all have. God, could you imagine if I stayed with ADMC?
You might be dead right now.
Yeah.
She might put a bullet in your head.
Uh-huh.
I'm really glad you found your way here.
Me too.
Imagine, imagine James wakes up on Friday.
Hey guys, I'm back. I
Oh
want to
well.
get my patch, but not sorry, bud.
There's no patch to get, bud. There's no more San Andreas charter.
Can you imagine?
God, the one thing that sickens me about this, right, is the Hounds and the Ravens are gonna be
Oh, they're gonna fucking
on
jizz all
one
over it.
about
Yeah, of course
this.
they are. Oh my God, can you imagine if Gareth wakes up?
Hey, bud, you're a nomad now.
We've been talking about it for 6 months. Now's the time, Val.
I don't think he'd ever take a bullet, to be honest.
He would never.
I think Roddy will still hang out with you guys. I don't think he needs to join a club to have a place to belong.
To be fair, I think he was so up in the air about joining in the first place because of how much he cares for you and me.
And let's be so for real, now there's not really going to be any club secrets or things that you can't tell him. Because there is no club. Anything that happens is, well, you guys are nomads.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily a Raiders thing, so...
Nope.
Chapter room is still probably going to be off limits, so...
Oh, fucking 100%. Hello. That's gonna be a shrine to you all.
Okay,
guys
don't
all
make it
better
sound
fucking
like
do
we're
something.
dead.
No, you're all gonna fucking leave something in there. That way you have to come back and pick it up.
I just leave Raina's urn in there.
Don't.
No, that's
my
coming with me.
God.
That's
So
coming
you're
with
taking
me.
that with you. One, that's
I-
morbid as fuck. Two, you're taking that with you, and three, Roddy would live in the fucking chapter room. Hello.
Well, here's the thing. There's her ashes that were scattered, and I kept some in an urn for myself. If anything happens out at her grave again, you call me, and I come running. Because I'm not going to have anything holding me back here anymore.
No, you're not. V, I've got a question to ask you.
What's up?
You mentioned hearing Raina screaming the other week.
Mm.
And you've been saying little things that have been concerning to me, especially after Duke died and you asked me about Spice. Are you okay?
Remember when the Babylonians had a call center thing going?
Yeah.
I bought a fuck ton of spice from them because I was curious.
Okay. How much do you have left?
Not a lot.
Okay.
Probably enough to get through, I'd say, another week. And that's with the rationing I've been doing to stave off the withdrawal.
Does Lane know?
No,
You need to tell her.
I'm scared to tell her.
Do you want me to tell her? Because I fucking will.
No, I was kind of hoping I would just finish it off and then just...
You're going to have withdrawals in Washington.
I know.
V.
Look, this Washington thing just got dropped on me today.
I know, but if you had actually fucking told me about it, we could have worked through it sooner, you shit.
I had a loose plan because there are still Babylonians around. I was gonna see if they still had access to spice so I could continue to wean myself off of it. And without anyone knowing that I was ever hooked on it in the first place.
Yeah, well, you put them out of luck now, mate, aren't you?
Yeah, well...
Okay,
I'm not...
you need to ration out what you have left even more. And slowly fucking work your way off that shit. It's gonna be the
Right.
easiest for you.
What sucks, Lottie, is I don't know what's real anymore with that. At least before I could tell myself it's just a comfort that my brain is conjuring, you know? It's just a
Yeah.
trip. But then he said something that now makes me wonder if
What
it
did he
is just
say?
a trip. He talked to Reina
Fucking what?
when he was in his coma. He talked to Reina because he was so.
Did he say where he was?
You can take one guess where he was,
Nope.
which
Nope.
lines
nope,
up
nope,
with
nope,
the
nope,
conversations
nope.
I had with Reina.
Oh, honey, no.
So now I don't know if I'm crazy or if this drug was actually
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You know, letting me talk to dead people. So, you know, I'm
Who
doing
else have
great.
you spoken to?
Do you want to know? Talked to
Who else
Tanner, I
have you
talked to
Oh,
Harvey, talked to my mom. I caught glimpses of Mason, but never talked to me. Raina said she didn't really see anyone, and I don't know how well that aligns with whatever she said to Benny.
oh, fuck.
Now it's like I gotta question everything, and that's scary because
You're not only high as fuck, but there's also the possibility that you're actually talking to them.
yeah, that opens a whole different can of worms. So it's like, well, purgatory already exists, so this is already
Oh, God.
messy and
Oh, God. Sarko's away.
uh
Hey, bud. Where you at? Okay, give me a second. I'm just talking to B. Oh, wait.
you want me here
I
for that
know.
conversation?
I know Lane says she wanted to talk to go try and catch him, but I don't know if or when she's going to be able to.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to leave him walking around here thinking everything's all hunky-dory while we're all going, shit, what's our next step?
Yeah, well, we're all like trying to hide the fact that we're crying and
Yeah. Fuck.
what?
Do you want to send her an email real quick and go, hey, do you want us to talk to Sarko because he's here, right?
I, Lane said that she was surprised by Wade being so ready. Like, he's been ready to
He's
leave.
been ready for ages.
I know. Allie's got Hayden and you and Brandon, although Brandon is probably going to be Brandon and not do the emotional side of things. I can remember that much from after Mason died.
Yeah.
God, I had a fever dream of a time with Brandon after that. Oh, man. Brandon's got opinions, I'll tell you what.
Bet.
It's like, he was like, why are you staying then? Like, buddy, I made a promise on so many levels. I probably said things to that man that I shouldn't have. I'm gonna be so for real.
Oh, God, I think we've all said shit we probably shouldn't. Check the fucking emails, man.
Alright, guys.
Funny sent me a text half an hour ago saying went for a ride, gonna head to bed. No matter what happens, I'm gonna be with you. Love you.
That's good. I am gonna send you guys over to Oya. Because I fear if I keep streaming, I'm just gonna keep crying.
Riley's gonna be the one that I'm just